Let's talk to Aatif Nawaz, who's a cricket commentator for Test Match Special for BBC Radio 5 Live Sports Extra. And welcome here to the programme. Wow, what a finish that was.
Yes, it was very, very exciting. It's hugely dramatic as well. A huge crowd on a Monday morning, in fact, turned up to the Oval to watch, even though they knew they would only likely be watching about sort of 40 minutes to an hour of cricket. But everybody who turned up, I don't think they'd be begrudging it at all. It was very exciting, a thrilling climax. A fittingly thrilling climax to what had been a very exciting series.
I'll come to the series in a moment, but in terms of this final test, I mean, from England, you had the heroics from Woakes turning up at the crease with just one arm available, and you have India. I mean, yesterday afternoon, they looked down and out in this test.
They did. I mean, when Harry Brook and Joe Root were batting, it looked like a foregone conclusion that England would win. England would win yesterday with plenty of time to spare. The Indian bowlers at the time seemed to have no answer to England's batting onslaught, and it looked like a foregone conclusion. But India sort of showed a lot of heart and determination. India knew what they had to do. They had to just take 3, maybe 4 England wickets today. And as you say, the heroics from Chris Woakes, I mean, it was really magnificent. Quite the sight, really, to see him coming out, one arm in a sling, underneath his jumper, so he couldn't physically get his arm through the hole of his jumper. So it was quite frightening, actually, really, because you're sort of worried about the prospect of him having to face a ball. He didn't have to in the end, as it turned out, but it certainly was a heroic effort, and he was given a huge rapturous ovation by the crowd at the Oval as well.
And talking about heroics, I mean, Siraj, what a bowling performance, not just in this test, but across the series. And it's been an incredible series. What have been the highlights for you?
It's been a phenomenal test series for sure. As you say, Siraj, great performance, great heart shown by him yesterday and today as well. Very emotional post-match speech where he talked about, waking up in the morning, finding a screenshot online of the word believe and making it his lock screen on his phone because he wanted to reinforce that message to himself that he believed he could do it. But this series has seen it all. So many hundreds, so many 50s, an absurd amount of records broken as well. The one that stays with me, though, is Joe Root becoming the second highest run scorer in the history of Test cricket. Only 2,500 runs or so behind Sachin Tendulkar, a record that he may well claim in the coming years as well. That's probably the big one for me. But Shubman Gill, scoring 700 plus runs in his first series as captain of India, a phenomenal start for him to that part of his career as well. There's just too many things. There were so many moments of drama that made this series so enthralling, and one of the reasons people are talking about a resurgence of interest in Test cricket.
Well, I mean, Ben Stokes said exactly that. He said Test cricket is going nowhere. The mindset from captains, they are no longer cautious. They will quite often set the other side a runs target, and it makes for such exciting Test cricket, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and it's something that England have done better than most in the world, I would say, particularly since Ben Stokes and Brendan McCullum became sort of the management of the England team. They've always been very positive, very attacking. They've chased down more totals in excess of sort of 400 than any other team in the fourth innings of a Test match. And it was unthinkable, really, that a team would try and chase 380-odd runs in the fourth innings of a Test match. But with England, so you sort of know that's the way they set their stall out. They play aggressive, attacking cricket. They go for the wins. They're interested in results. They're not interested in draws. It's made that team very, very exciting. And it's a blueprint, I think, a lot of teams around the world are looking to follow because they've seen that, with that comes a lot of interest from fans.
Aatif, the music is playing, but it's been an extraordinary Test match today, culminating, but what a series. And thanks for being with us to reflect on all of that.